Guys, wagwan, it's your girl Shanice, and I am so happy to have you guys back into my kitchen another week. If you're new, welcome, and thanks to everyone who's been supporting me. I love y'all so much. So as you can see in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to make some jerk chicken. And guys, if you're loving the way this jerk chicken is looking, please hit that like and subscribe button, okay? Support your girl, all right? All right, so I'm starting off by washing and cleaning my chicken, and I'm just taking off the excess fat off my chicken, and I'm washing it with regular distilled vinegar and some lemon juice, and then we'll come back and start working on our jerk marinade. Okay guys, so now we're gonna work on our jerk marinade, and I'm going in with a medium-sized onion coarsely chopped and around 4 to 5 stalks of scallions. You really don't have to cut your vegetables up, but as you can see, I'm using a very small NutriBullet, and I want to make sure that they're blended properly. I'm also adding 7 cloves of garlic along with some whole spice, or pimento seed as we call it in Jamaica, and I'm adding a good amount of pimento seed because I think the flavor really lies in the pimento seed and the spiciness, so you want to use a good amount. And when I say a good amount, I don't know what measurement that is, but as a Jamaican we don't measure stuff. So I would say around a teaspoon or so. Yeah, I'm also gonna add a little piece of habanero pepper. Scotch Bonnet pepper is highly recommended instead, but I didn't have any, so use what you have. This recipe is called use what you have. And you control the spiciness, so you put however amount you want here. I really don't like mine spicy, but you can't really have jerk chicken without any spice at all. I'm also going in with around 1.5 teaspoons of nutmeg. I'm also adding a little bit of oil, around a teaspoon or so, and this is just to get the consistency right. And then I'm gonna follow that up with 3 teaspoons of soy sauce. I would normally use browning instead, but I really didn't have any browning, so the soy sauce will give it that dark color that we're looking for a little bit, along with some flavor. I am also gonna add some thyme to this mixture, around 3 to 4 stalks of thyme, and some water. Not too much water because we want to make sure that the consistency remain on the thicker side. So around a little below 1/4 cup of water, and we're just gonna blend that together, and then I'll show you guys how it should be looking. I just want you guys to know that this step would be optional if you're planning on using a pre-made jerk marinade, which is completely okay. But the advantage of making your own jerk marinade is that you control the amount of ingredients and the flavor. So I would recommend making your own jerk marinade if you have the time. Okay guys, now we're gonna go ahead and start seasoning our chicken. I'm going in with 1/2 tablespoon of garlic seasoning along with 1/2 tablespoon of everything seasoning, and the everything seasoning is like an all-purpose seasoning. I'm also going in with 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper followed by a tablespoon of jerk seasoning. I'm also gonna add a little bit of salt followed by a little bit of the jerk marinade. You don't want to pour everything in all at once because it's gonna produce a lot of water when you're baking your chicken, and we want to make sure that our jerk chicken is on the drier side. I'm also going in with some soy sauce on my chicken right now, and this is for the color. And again guys, I'm using soy sauce here because I ran out of browning. You could also use some Gravy Master if that's what you have. And you know, you just want to mix it up together. Make sure that you're getting every piece of chicken. You want to make sure that you're seasoning under the skins as well, like season everywhere. You can go in and poke some holes in your chicken to make sure that it goes in. You want to get that seasoning everywhere. I also decided to add some Worcestershire sauce to my chicken because the soy sauce by itself wasn't giving me that dark color that the browning would have given me. So I'm just going in with a little bit, and I'm also adding some jerk marinade. And this step is completely optional guys because we had already seasoned our chicken with our own jerk marinade. But too much flavor won't hurt, right? The more the flavor, the better the taste will be. So I'm just poking some holes in my chicken right now just to make sure that the seasonings go in. This is gonna be so tasty. And you can allow your chicken to marinate for at least an hour. or you can do it right away depending on the time you have. I let mine marinate the night before. Now I'm getting my baking pan ready and I'm just spraying it with some oil, and we're gonna add our chicken skin side up. And you can go ahead and put some of the marinade on top of your chicken, just not too much, because again, we don't want it to produce too much juice. We're making jerk chicken, and jerk chicken does not have any gravy. So you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius, and we're gonna bake our chicken uncovered for 30 minutes, and then we'll take it out and baste it. Okay guys, it's about that time, and this is how our chicken is looking after the first 30 minutes. It's looking good, smelling even better. Now we're gonna go ahead and start basting our chicken. This step is very, very important because this is gonna ensure that our chicken is juicy right through. So I'm just using my turkey baster to pour the juice all over, but go ahead and use your spoon if that's what you have. It doesn't matter. I'm not even trying to be bougie over here, but go ahead and put that juice all over. And then we're gonna flip our chicken on the other side and put it back in the oven for one more 30 minutes uncovered, and then we'll come back and see how it's looking. And I'm just using a spoon here to show you guys that you don't need a turkey baster to baste your chicken. So I don't want any excuses. The spoon does the job the same way. So make sure that you baste your chicken because we're not having any dry jerk chicken around here. So while our chicken is cooking on the other side for that additional 30 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our sauce. So I'm just gonna pour the remaining seasoning from the same container that I seasoned my chicken in. You might wanna add a little bit of water just to get all that out. That's all the flavor right there. And I'm also going in with 2 tablespoons of ketchup, along with 2 tablespoons of honey barbecue. And you can use regular barbecue sauce here if that's what you have. And we're just gonna give that a little mix. I'm also gonna add a little bit of the Grace Jerk Marinade just to give it that spiciness. Like this one that I'm using is the mild, so it's not really that hot, but we still want a little bit of spiciness to it. And I'm also gonna add a teaspoon of tomato paste followed by a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Just give that a nice little mix and make sure that your flame is on low. We're just gonna let that sit and simmer. It's smelling so good, and then we'll come back and do a taste test. I'm also going in with a little bit of honey because the honey barbecue sauce was not as sweet as I wanted it to be. Just a little bit. Like this step is optional if you want your sauce to be more on the spicy side than on the sweet side. Okay guys, this is how our chicken is looking after that second 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and baste my chicken again. Remember, this step is very, very important. And then I'm gonna flip my chicken skin side up and I'm gonna pop it back in the oven for around 15 to 20 minutes because we're really going for that charcoal look. So in total, we're gonna be baking it for around an hour and 20 minutes max. But before I put my chicken back in the oven, I'm just gonna go ahead and drain the excess liquid, and I'm not gonna throw it away. Like, this is flavor right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it in the sauce that we're making, and it's just gonna make it even more flavorful. Okay guys, so after that last 15 to 20 minutes in the oven, I'm actually gonna put it back in to broil on low for around 10 to 15 minutes. And this step is optional because the chicken is already finished, but I'm looking for that real charcoaly look. Like, I'm trying to get it as authentic as possible because if you know jerk chicken, you know that it has that charcoal color and look that I'm looking for. It's really not gonna be like the jerk chicken I'm used to when I'm in Jamaica because it does not have that smoky taste. the wood that they use, the bear that they use to baste it, it's not gonna be the same. Like, this is the closest that we're gonna get to having jerk chicken. But don't get me wrong now, this is very delicious and flavorful right through. Like, if you want oven jerk chicken, this is the recipe that you need to use. But if you're looking for that real smoky effect, I would recommend using a grill. And they also have pimento wood chips that you can buy from your grocery store just to get that real authentic taste that you're looking for. But this is how our oven jerk chicken is looking, guys. It's tasting so good. The sauce is so good. The sauce complements it really well. You guys have to try this recipe. And you can serve your jerk chicken up with some rice and peas, some bread, some festival, really odd style, you know, whatever you prefer. But I'm just gonna eat mine like this. And I'll go ahead and add all the ingredients in the description box below just in case I missed anything. I also have a video on how to make jerk chicken rasta pasta. You guys can check that out. I'll leave the link below as well. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, guys. And please remember to subscribe. I appreciate all the love I've been getting so far. You guys are the best. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.